Hey, Crowley here. Today I'm taking a deer down to the meat cutter and dropping it off. In just a minute, I'm going to show the video of that hunt. And I got to say, it was quite a hunt. Probably one of the better ones that I've had. And I got some pretty good footage too. Anyways, a couple of quick things I want to go over there, and then we'll get right into the video. Number one, if you want to follow along with my season there, make sure to check out Pine State Hunter on Facebook there. There's a lot of things I post on there that you're not going to see on YouTube there. So if you want to check that out and you're interested there, go to Pine State Hunter on Facebook. Second, for those of you that haven't followed along there, this is my first year bow hunting. I've hunted a lot of years, but this is the first time I've been bow hunting, and I've got a lot to learn. Everything from sitting still. The shot I made on this deer, I definitely shouldn't have tried to make. Fortunately, everything worked out, and I was able to retrieve the deer, and it was a good clean kill, but it could have been ugly, so I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. Like I said, I did get some pretty decent footage there, and I also had a second opportunity to take a second deer, and blew it. What are you going to do? You know, I don't talk a lot in this video. Back from when I first started hunting with my old man, I mean, he was right dead set, no talking. I mean, every time out my mouth, shh. And rightfully so. You know, you're out there trying to get a deer to come in within 20 yards, talking to a camera probably isn't going to help too much there. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you're going to see deer, you can't be yakking all day long. Anyway, let's get on with the video. So, I'm headed back into the spot that I've been hunting for the last week or so. I guess the good news is I've seen plenty of deer. The bad news is I just ain't gotten the right spot and connected. This is going to be the fourth setup I've made on them, and hopefully tonight's going to be the night. The problem is that I know where they're bedding, but it's, you know, an area probably 100 yards wide and probably 300 yards long, and they'll bed in one spot one night, and they'll come out on a certain trail, and the next night they'll bed in a different spot and come out on a different trail. So tonight I'm going to try getting away from the bedding just a little bit and go to where they're coming out into the feeding area. I think it's going to work, but you know how that goes. So let's get in there and see what we can do. So the wind is kind of coming out of the east, maybe east, southeast. Sometimes it's blowing east, northeast. So I'm going to have to kind of loop up around here. Hold on here. Mosquitoes. I'm going to have to loop up around this and come back in so I'm on the downwind side of the trail that I think they're going to come out on. I think I'll be alright if I do that. We'll find out. But it isn't going to do me any good to sit on this side of it because the wind will be blowing right into the trail. Well, I'm all set up. I don't know. I mean, I'm where I need to be, but it ain't the best setup as far as the tree goes. I got plenty of cover, but it's going to be some pretty tight shooting. They're going to be close. It is what it is. I mean, and they don't necessarily have to come out right here. They could come out, 20 or 30 yards away on either side of me. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Well, my setup worked. I'm not too sure about the shot. I saw the arrow go in, but it was a little bit to the left. It's only 5 o'clock, so I'm going to sit right here till dark, and we'll go from there. Well, I couldn't talk too much while I was in the tree because there was just too much action going on. uh, I've hunted a lot of years, and tonight was by far the most deer I've seen in one time. Uh, and I'm a little concerned about this shot that I made. She's looking right at me, and it was only 20 yards, but straight on shot there probably wasn't an overly smart idea, but we're gonna see what we can do.
There's a track right there, it looks like.
This is where she was standing right here. She ran right back this way. There's some scuff marks.
You got it recorded?
Yeah, more scuff marks right there. Right there. I ain't seen a drop of blood yet. Not a drop. I ain't seen my arrow anywhere. Whoop. There's a spot right there. Ooh, there's another one.
And then she went down towards those on your side.
I don't know. That ain't much blood, and it looks pretty dark. We'll go a little ways further there. Maybe we can find my arrow or something there and get a better idea what's going on. Yeah. Oop. There's scuff marks right there. See that branch got moved out of there. Yeah. Scuff marks. Yeah, I can see the Luminark down below here. Number one sun. It's alright, we'll go down right to the arrow there and see what we got there. Boy, that ain't looking good. I don't know just how much more of that arrow there is, but let me see. We got that much blood on it. Boy, I'm telling you, I might have made a big mistake there doing that head-on shot. We've only found, 4 or 5 spots of blood so far. I don't know. We'll keep looking here for a little bit. Scuff marks. Oop. Right there, and right there. A little more on that leaf.
See a track's going over towards here.
Tracks going right down through here.
More right here.
Oop. There it is, right there. Shine right here. More scuff marks. See more blood. Scuff marks right there.
Yeah.
Oop. I'm some glad that we found it. And I checked the GPS, it's just about 94 yards from where I shot it. Whoop, let me turn this off. There's probably a couple lessons in here somewhere to be learned. That probably wasn't the best shot placement, but she had busted me, and if I didn't shoot, she was going to be gone. The next thing, you know, how many spots of blood did we find? Probably half a dozen, maybe
Maybe 7 or 8.
7 or 8 spots, just little tiny spots, and it went 90 yards, 95 yards. And the arrow didn't look too promising either. But anyway, it's dead. We recovered it, and I guess that's what matters. We'll move on. I'd say that the arrow went right between the shoulder blade and the neck, right down into the lungs, is what I'm assuming. Special thanks to my #1 son for coming out here and helping me. And we just got the work started now. We've got to get the cart and get this thing out of here.
Someone forgot his knife.